This is our day one itinerary. We flew into Keflavik Airport. We rented a car, and our first stop was the Blue Lagoon. We spent a few hours here at the Blue Lagoon. Once we finished at the Blue Lagoon, we drove to Reykjavik. We spent about an hour or two in Reykjavik. And then we hit the road, headed to the Southcoast. Our hotel is located here, really close to Vik. The name of the hotel is the Black Beach Suites. Okay, but let's talk about, this is about day one. Day one, this video is going to showcase the Blue Lagoon and a few of the places we saw in Reykjavik. From the Keflavik Airport to the Blue Lagoon, the drive is only about 15 to 20 minutes. That's really not bad at all. So once you arrive at the Blue Lagoon, you park in the parking lot and then you walk to the entrance. And it's really not a brief walk. It is a pretty good walk from the parking. After we checked in at the Blue Lagoon, the lava restaurant was not open, but they let me walk around. It's about maybe 8:30 in the morning as I'm walking around the lava restaurant. This restaurant opens at 11. So it was not opened as I'm filming this particular portion right here. It had a fabulous view of the Blue Lagoon. So, being that we did not bring any flip-flops or anything, we waited until the Blue Lagoon store opened to pick up some flip-flops. And this outfit is what I wore to the airport in Atlanta, and this is the outfit that I was walking around in Reykjavik with. And the Blue Lagoon, it is surrounded by black lava fields. Now you do have to book in advance. The Blue Lagoon is known for their world famous geothermal spa. The blue water is composed of 30% fresh water and 60% seawater, thereby deeming the name geothermal seawater. Now here we are sitting in the sauna at the Blue Lagoon. This is a great place to wash off all of the different masks that you will get because the water is warm. There is a place in the Blue Lagoon pool to rinse your face, but it is cold water that is used to rinse your face. So if you want warm water to rinse your face, go into the sauna area. Now, the Blue Lagoon does have changing rooms, showers. They even have these cute bathing suit dryers. You put your bathing suit in this, it looks like a barrel. You put it inside there, close it up, press the button, and it dries your bathing suit. It is so cool. Now, all guests do get a towel. As you exit the Blue Lagoon, you get a towel to dry off with. Now, we booked the Holiday Wonder package, and with our package, we were given 3 in-water masks. We were given complimentary drinks, bathrobes, 3-course menu at the Lava restaurant, a glass of Moët Rosé, and we were also given skincare products to take home. This was a special holiday package that was offered. Also, I want to mention the water has a high concentration of silica. Silica is great for things like psoriasis, but it is not so great on your hair. So protect your hair when you visit the Blue Lagoon. Use a lot of conditioner if you do plan on getting your hair wet. Right here, we're finished at the Blue Lagoon pool area. We're just kind of like chilling out in front of the Blue Cafe. Now right here, I'm just waiting for my husband to join me in the Lava restaurant for lunch. Beautiful view. You can see the steam coming off the water. You can see the blue water. You can see the black lava rocks. It was just such a great vibe. Now this Blue Lagoon, it does have several places that offer food and drinks. There is the Blue Cafe. There is the Moss restaurant. Right here, I am sitting in the Lava restaurant. Now, as you are wading in the water, a lot of times it might be hard to see in front of you because of all of the steam coming off the water. But there are steam rooms, there are saunas, there is a swim up bar in the water. You can also pay extra for an in-water massage or some float therapy. As far as hotels, there are hotels in the area, but at the Blue Lagoon, they are affiliated with the Retreat Hotel and also the Silica Hotel. But along the way, I did see signs that there is a hotel called Northern Lights Inn, something like that. So yeah, again, my husband and I, we booked this trip to Iceland to celebrate my husband's birthday. So it was such a fantastic trip. I recommend everybody to visit Iceland. The people there are so nice. This was an apple cider, some type of apple cider drink. And I was just amazed at how the bubbles just never stop fizzling in the cup. So yeah, this wristband, you can charge anything. While you're at the Blue Lagoon, you can charge everything to that wristband. This is just showing you some of what we ate. This is duck. And this is a gingerbread flambe, or it was a gingerbread. It's like a creme brulee, but it's gingerbread flavor. And then they put a scoop of ice cream on the top, and the ice cream was an eggnog flavor. This was so delicious. You see the ice cream on the top? That's eggnog flavor. So now we're headed to Reykjavik. And as we were getting off the interstate, we saw the Hallgrímskirkja. Let me see. This famous church here. We saw that from the interstate. So right now I'm just getting out and walking towards the front of Hallgrímskirkja. This is also something you can drive in front of this. You can't drive close to the building, but I mean, if you are pressed for time and you just want to see the church, you can literally just drive in front of it and snap a few photos. But right here, I am walking right in front of the building where I can just walk up and touch the building. But again, if you are pressed for time, you can just drive by this church and snap pictures as you're driving by. Oh, it's video. So in this section of the video, we are driving around trying to find somewhere to park in downtown Reykjavik. There are places where you can park on the street, but it's hard to find a spot like that. We did look up and find a spot to park on the street where we did not have to pay to park, but we drove around for about maybe 15 minutes before we actually found a spot to park. And our first stop was Kaldi Bar. We just wanted a destination address. As we were leaving Blue Lagoon, we were like, what are we going to set the GPS to bring us to in Reykjavik? And I remembered that a few videos I watched, the people mentioned Kaldi Bar. So I said, okay, well, let's just go to Kaldi Bar. So from Blue Lagoon, we set Kaldi Bar as our destination in Reykjavik. Now, if you are staying in Reykjavik, you can set the destination to be your hotel, or, you know, whatever you're going to see. Just set your destination to that. But for us, we set our destination to Kaldi Bar. And it just so happens that we ended up seeing Hallgrímskirkja Church also. Okay. So yeah, right here, we're still looking for somewhere to park. And just notice all of the street signs. Notice all of the business names, so that when you visit Iceland, maybe you can set that as your destination. If you see something on this video you want to research further, this is a great start to your trip to Iceland. And for all of you local Icelandic people,
This is right here,
please forgive me if I pronounce or mispronounce anything. Icelandic is not my, I think we're getting close. Yeah, this is Kaldi Bar right there. Yeah, so Icelandic is not my native language, so I might pronounce some things. I might mispronounce some things. So we found a place to park, and now we are walking to Kaldi Bar. Kaldi is spelled Kaldi. Now right here, Verzalana Holland, that is a consignment shop. So let's say, you see right straight ahead, that is a consignment shop. So let's say you forget or you don't pack a coat when you're visiting Iceland. You can visit that shop and buy a coat or buy some winter items. You can also rent. There are businesses in Iceland that will rent out winter gear. So if you are not prepared for the winter weather in Iceland, you can rent winter gear. It just so happened that when we visited, even though it was December, it was not like the temperatures were not freezing. Like right now we're walking around, it is about 48 degrees in this video. You see, my husband doesn't even have a coat on. In fact, I don't have a coat on either. I just have a really heavy sweatsuit and a long sweater. And we both have our heads covered. And we felt warm. You know, when we were watching videos, planning our trip, We thought it would be so freezing cold in Iceland.
Kaldi Bar. Where's the entrance?
That might be some restaurant. Bar and Grill, right? It says Bar and Grill.
I think it is. Oh, it is. I wasn't even recording. Where's the
I can do like I'm recording you on
a little bit of it here. No. Yeah, we'll finish our
You got a video, a picture of ourselves.
Oh, they do? A heart-shaped ornament. Books and chocolate. Live music. Little side shop. That's why I had wanted to spend. Wanted to spend one night in Reykjavik, South or what, and he was like, let's just do one place, which is understandable. It's our first time here, you know. What is it? Taco, vegan taco. Fish of the day.
Yeah.
Since 1940. Magnolia House.
A little bit western.
One thing is, you can use the church. What are they doing down there?
That's one of the best restaurants in town.
Hand knitted wool. No, we turn right to get there.
Yeah, sure. That's nice.
Vegetarian restaurant.
See the sign, Kaldi.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This street here. There's okay, it's telling me to turn right in from there.
Okay, on the main street.
Okay, now we are headed south. Our hotel was located close to Vic. So as we were driving, we saw a light in the distance. At this point, it's about maybe 6 p.m. at night. We saw a light in the distance, and as we got closer, we realized it was a waterfall. So now we're getting closer to our hotel. Our hotel was very close to Reynisfjara Beach. And always pay attention to the warning signs. So we checked into our hotel. This was at the Black Beach Suites. We had a king-size bed. We had a 2-burner stove, refrigerator, microwave. That's the refrigerator. It had more than enough space for our groceries. 2-burner stove. We also had a microwave, a toaster, coffee maker. We have a dishwasher. I mean, this place was very well equipped. Not only did it have everything we needed, but it also had a view of the ocean. Those are the plates, cups, wine glasses, sink, dishwasher. We actually didn't even use the dishwasher. We just washed everything by hand. They do give you dishwashing liquid, all of your utensils, pots, pans, measuring cups. I was very satisfied with our stay here. So these are the utensils, and then underneath is where you will find your kettle, cutting board, pots, pans, strainers. Yes, everything was put to good use. Thumbs up.